Hello, everybody. Hello and welcome to another edition of Comatose Streams. Comatose Streams, we are live, baby. Yep, we're live everywhere. We're not only live on one platform or the other, we're live everywhere. But that's just YouTube and Twitch. That's everywhere. Pretty much. How's everyone doing tonight? This fine evening? I am doing pretty good myself. A little bit tired today. And got a busy week ahead, but getting through it. And it's a fun week. It's very fun. And good for the soul. Got a festival coming up this weekend. So I will not be streaming the Talos Principle on Saturday. I will have to wait until next week for that, which I'm gonna really miss it. I really enjoyed that game. That was really fun on Saturday. And part of me definitely wishes I could be playing it this weekend, but also the other part of me is very excited for this festival. Probably the last festival I'll go to for the year to end the summer off here. And that's Portola Music Fest in San Francisco. So yeah, super looking forward to that. Just a little bit sad I'll be missing the Talos Principle, but it'll be there for the week after. It'll be there. Well, what we have done since the last stream is my guitar that I wanted to record Curtains Close, my electric guitar that I wanted to use to record for this song, is totally tuned. Not tuned. It is totally restrung. All the strings are working. It's actually hilarious because I was going to do it this afternoon. I was going to just replace the one string that was broken. I guess not all of the guitar has been restrung, but I did replace just the one string, and I was going to do that this afternoon. I went and looked at my guitar and was like, all right, which string is it? And apparently, at some point, I had already replaced the string, so I didn't have to do shit around that tonight. So that was really cool. That was a nice little surprise. That also means that I could have spent the last couple streams totally recording this guitar. I totally could have done that, because I totally thought that string was still broken, but it has been replaced. It is ready and available. So we're gonna take full advantage of that tonight, and it's gonna be great. I will have to tune it though, probably. But yeah, let's have a listen to the song, because I don't want the guitar to come in until probably about halfway through. And it's also going to be challenging to mix all of these things together. Thankfully, I can leave that mainly for my producer. So yeah. The second half of the stream tonight is gonna be, getting Starlit Eyes, the 9th track of the album, all exported from my producer. He's also given me a new version of Back to Me and The Elephant Coast to check out, so after the stream I'll be listening to those and giving him some feedback. But yeah, during this stream we'll be getting the next song, Starlit Eyes, prepped for him. And that is the third to last song on the album. It's the fourth to last song that he'll need to mix. But it's really getting there. He's only got 4 left, and then whatever feedback there is left for The Elephant Coast and Back to Me. So yeah, we're really down to the wire now. It's really getting there. It's pretty exciting. So without further ado, let us take a listen to Curtains Close, and see where we want to add this guitar. We're also going to be experimenting a little bit and seeing what exactly we'll want to do for this guitar recording. But yeah, here you go. Curtains Close. thought we were free, but that was just a dream. We're only as free as our minds will allow us to be. When the curtains close, where do we go? When the curtains close, nobody knows. I thought I was me, but that's the fantasy. We are everything, and in love we'll find our peace. Hey, hey, all right, there you have it. And curtains close in its current state. So let's see what I have to do for the wire setup here. Looks like I actually don't have to do anything. Should be good. Just have to plug my guitar in, so I'm going to mute myself real quick while I do that. Okay, that should all be good. We have our beautiful Epiphone Les Paul today. Beautiful cherry wood colored starburst thing. I guess it's not really a starburst, but I think it's like the cherry wood color. It's very nice. I recorded all of This World, my first album, with this guitar, except for the very last song, which only part 3 of the last song, This World, was recorded with the Strat that I have, and most of this album, Fractals, was recorded with the Strat, but I'm ending the album, this very last song, with a bit of the Epiphone Les Paul. So, yeah, I'm kind of doing a weird little mirror pattern thing there. Yes. But let us create an instrument for this bad boy here. Oh, whoops. Don't need that. Let me remember how to create an instrument. My goodness. And there we go. Move that up to there. This is going to be electric guitar. And then where should it sit in the rack? Probably with the acoustic guitar over here. And there we go. We'll make it kind of like yellowish. Got that first input being used. The audio signal is being picked up. Now what I want to do is tune the absolute shit out of this thing. It is in need of it, so my face is gonna go dark a little bit here for a second while I use my phone as a tuner. And I'll also tune on Reason so we can really dial this in. Tune. Phone is not picking this one up, but Reason is. That seems to be good. Hello, welcome, Mom. Doing good, doing a little bit of tuning. How are you doing in this fine, wonderful, splendid evening? Are you doing fine, wonderful, and splendid? All three of those? Okay, A is definitely a bit off here. That seems to be pretty good. Maybe up a little bit. Yes, all three mostly. Good. Good. Hey, that's pretty good. If you're doing fine, wonderful, and splendid, then you're doing something right. Almost there. That might be just about good. Feeling 100%. I wasn't really feeling sick. I was like a few weeks ago. Yeah, not feeling sick at all, but was a little bit tired last week. Actually, last week I started to feel less tired. And then this week, it's been pretty good so far. Okay, I think that's about good for D. Yeah, okay, that's probably good. Man, I gotta say, this app is really nice and accurate, but it is not very good at picking up the notes. There it goes. It's mostly good. Here we go. Almost. Always such a chore with this tuning, man. But it'll be nice once we get it exactly where it needs to be. G and B are still a little bit off, I think. Alright, we're gonna call it good there. Oh. We're gonna call it good there. And then now let's figure out what we want to play. Let's for sure give ourselves a little amp, a little amplifier. And probably turn that up quite a bit. We want to make sure we can hear it too. There it goes. Maybe something like that. It sounds kind of nice. Let's definitely like boost this and give this some like power amper, like some distortion. How loud is this compared to the rest of the song right now? Okay, we can still kind of hear that. trying things out right now. I think we need like something else going on here. Maybe something like that. Maybe harmonics? Maybe just power chords. Let's see how that sounds with the song. I don't know. Might be a bit busy. Hello, Matt. Welcome. You will get Starlit Eyes here in a second. I will be doing some Starlit Eyes work in a little bit here. I appreciate the enthusiasm though. Thank you. How are you doing this fine evening? We will get there. We will get there. I am in the zone on this guitar work right now. I like it starting from the higher pitched E note there. I think that works a little bit better than the chord, maybe, perhaps? Also, Matt, you must know the version of Starlit Eyes that I'm going to be exporting is quite literally going to be exactly the same as what you've heard on YouTube. There are quite literally no changes to it. So, yeah, it is just going to be that, but there's going to be like, you will hear some like stripped down kind of raw versions, like without the effects and stuff, which might be cool, but that'll be like a little bit later. But yeah, just so you know, nothing's going to be changing about Starlit Eyes. It's just getting it into my producer's hands, and then he'll be making those changes. Yeah, that's what's gonna be going on with that. Yeah, trying to figure out what to do with this, because I definitely want like a distorted guitar coming in, but I don't want it to be too overpowering. Just gonna be kind of like in the background a little bit. I think I need to just try some things. Like, I like the starting from the higher pitched, but I also like hearing the lower pitched again. It sounded nice. I think I like that transition into B for this. And then maybe something like that. Oh, also, I want to turn this gate off. There we go. Also, how do these different like effects sound on here? Okay, I think I need to do something like that. Just try recording that. Something like that. I mean, I missed a whole bunch of notes there, but we'll get there. We'll get the hang of that. And it'll be easy peasy in a second here. The only thing is, everything is pretty... It's like kind of drowning out the electric guitar, and I can't hear it too well, so I might increase the sound of this a little bit. But that's like super, super loud, so I'm gonna like turn it down on your side so you don't hear that too crazy. Alright, let's try that out for size. Let's also keep the click track on. Something like that. I think that was actually pretty good. We're gonna do at least one more, but I think like most of that was pretty usable. Yay! I think most of that was also usable, so I might have a couple takes to use here. Hello, Noah, welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I am glad you're enjoying the guitar. It is sounding pretty cool. The guitar itself, I mean. Yes. It is a very lovely guitar. We love this. We love this guitar very much. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's do one more take here. Okay. I think we can work with all that. There's only like a few takes there. So I think we can probably edit that all up in like 15 minutes here. And then we can move on to Starlit Eyes. Welcome, Stove and Countertop. That is a wonderful name. Number 2, you know what they say, second the best. First the worst, second the best, right? Sorry. Sorry to who's first. Matt, I think that'd be you. Alex, your OnlyFans is growing strong. I don't think I have an OnlyFans that I know of. If I have an OnlyFans, then that's a little bit concerning. Oh no! Sorry, Matt. You were first. Alright, let's mute myself real quick so I can unplug my guitar and not make everyone go deaf. Alright, there we go. Whole lot less static now as well. Wait, who's first now? Matt was first. Matt was the first commenter. Alright, let's take a look at these. I don't think the first one's very usable, but let's have a listen. I don't think it's gonna be good. Also, this is gonna have to go like way down now. Turn that shit way down. Let's see. It's glitching for you. What do you mean? When the curtains close, where do we go? When the curtains close, nobody knows. I thought I was me, but that's the fantasy. We are everything, and in love we'll find our peace. Okay, that was take 1. Yeah, some of that was actually not too bad, but I think most of that was probably very ignorable. Don't do that. Let's just solo that and then normalize that now. Hopefully the stream's not glitching. Hopefully you mean just like YouTube is glitching. Do you not see Matt there? Stove and Countertop? I'm guessing that's Steve. Is Stove and Countertop Steve? It looks like Steve's icon. But if you're not Steve, I'm very sorry. It's Le Poisson Steve! Okay, I think that all sounded pretty good. Maybe besides just the very end here where I like go down to the wrong chord. Let's just like solo this and make sure. Yeah, that's sounding pretty good. Just that very ending part is the only thing I really want to change there, I think. Um, so this one was take 2 normalized, and we like that one. And this is take 3 normalized. How does the ending sound for this one? That might be fine. Also, let's try take 4 though. Right at the end here. Okay, I think take 4 wins that battle. Okay, so we're mostly going to do take 2, and then let's delete these, and then slice, nope, not slice, comp, and then split tool, and then take that part. That'll be, actually this part, all of this, will be take 4. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Let's see if a little crossfade will help. I think it does, and then let's see how it sounds with the song. Good, 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 good. And then we'll want to like fade this out pretty shortly after this last note. Let's turn off snap, and then like fade it out like that or so. Yes. Yes, just like that. All right, cool. I don't know if I want any of these beginning bits. Probably not. Let me just get those out of there and then fade it in a little bit here. When the curtains close, where do we go? When the curtains close. Maybe have like a little bit of static coming in at the beginning of this track, so it's like leading into it. When the curtains, something like that. When the curtains close, where do we go? When the curtains close, nobody knows. I thought I was me, but that's the fantasy. We are everything, and in love we'll find our peace. Hey, yeah, okay, cool. Digging it. All right. All right, are you ready for it? We're moving on to Starlit Eyes. Matt, your favorite part of the stream is coming up. Here we go. Line 6 amps. I think that's fine. I don't really care about the different amps. Well, maybe. We'll see. You've been waiting your whole hour for this. Yes. Yeah, we'll have a listen to the song too. This is my first time running this song on this computer. Hopefully everything's fine. Hopefully everything's good. But yeah. We'll play through the whole song. Just to start this off. Looks like it's fine. Alright, what amps were removed? Can you show me in the rack here? Where's the rack? Attach rack window. There you are. I don't see any... I don't see any line amps. Was it just messing with me? I think it might have been. But okay. Let's have a play of this song. And then we'll work on exporting it. And then it'll slowly get like more raw and have less effects in it over the course of the rest of the stream here. Let's see. I haven't listened to this. I haven't like played this in a while, so like I'm not sure if I have made any changes to it. I don't think I have. I think it's just basically the same as what's on YouTube right now on the demo track. But yeah, let's see.
Your starlit eyes burn brightly. I know they'll never fade. Can't say the same for the light between us. It's nearly burned away. Come a little closer.
At your next 2 weddings, Matt? I'm down. Count me in. Sign me up.
Your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes, oh. You and your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes, oh. You and your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes.
Yay! There you go. There you have it. Starlit Eyes. Um. Yes, it is. It is a very um very wholesome song. Song that has um like a very special place in my heart. You know, this is like one of the first songs I wrote after I released my first album. And it's just like it was like a very healing song at the time, you know? It was like, man, I just like went through all this stuff and like now I'm starting to get better and feel better and um yeah. So it's like the healing part of the album, you know? Um so yeah. Yeah. That's Starlit Eyes. Um but now we're going to tear it apart. We're going to tear it apart. Um First, let's see. I think we can just kind of start um by exporting at least the tracks that are audible and not muted. Remix. Awesome, awesome. It is remix time. Okay, so drums one. Oh, that's one thing we're gonna want to do actually is split the drum track up, and that's gonna take a little bit of time here. Um, so yeah, let's mute this original drum track. And then let's like look at all the different instruments we're using here in the drums. Um, there's quite a lot, and it goes all the way up here. Oh my gosh, and there's all these different sections. Okay, what is this one? Okay, that's the hi-hat. Cymbal, ride. Another cymbal. Hi-hat. Tom. So it's like your pretty standard stuff here. Couple different snares. Oh, and I even have the rim. The rim of the snare. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and copy this a whole bunch. I also recorded cajon for this track. I forgot I did that. Interesting. And there's also... Oh, I probably was using this cloves and block track as like a metronome to start with. But those are both muted, so probably not going to end up in the final mix here. Let's not delete the tracks. Let's definitely duplicate these. Probably like 10 or so times. Just keep on duplicating. Let's see, we've got like five more. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more here. Okay, so what we're doing is like we're making one track for each like type of drum, like as if the drum set, every individual piece is mic'd up, because that'll give my producer like a whole lot more control over each different drum instrument and the levels of all of them. So yeah, it'll be quite helpful. All right, so let's make this first one the kick. Let's make the second one the snare. This one can be the hi-hat. And this one can be the ride cymbal. This one can be one of the crash cymbals, the left one. Drums crash R. And then we've got the toms left. And I think that's it. I can probably leave the rim just inside the snare since it's all coming from the same drum. But this one's gonna be the high tom. This one's the mid tom. And then floor tom. And I think that's it. I think we can get rid of this last one. Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna want to like combine all of these join clips. Yes, I want to join all the clips. That's gonna make this a lot easier. There we go. Cool. Hopefully that doesn't mess up the track at all. We will have a listen after this. Now the only kick track, or the only kick notes that I think get played are this one. What about, yeah, this is the other one, and there's nothing there, so should be good there. So I just select all the kick notes, and then I select everything else and delete everything else. And now we've got a track with just the kick drum. There you go. Now for the snare. And the snare's going to include those rim shots. I guess they're like rim shots. I don't know. I forget. There's like 2 different types of rim shots. Like one's like that. And then I don't think this instrument actually has the other one, but there's one where you can like hit both the rim of the snare and the snare drum head like at the same time in like such a way where it's like a super impactful sound, and that's really cool. But that's not what I'm talking about, even though I think that's technically what a rim shot is. But I just want the notes where I'm just hitting the rim of the snare. So that would be this. I do want to include the snare drum itself, and then there's another one there. Okay, so all that's gonna get included, and then everything else can get deleted. Oh, I did delete the hi-hat from the kick one. No, I did not. So I can just delete those, that's fine. Okay, snare. So now we've got one with just the snare. Okay, cool. Can't really tell what's going on when it's just the one instrument at a time. But it's always kind of fun to like listen to that. And then we've got hi-hat. There it is. There's the hi-hat. So this will include the closed hi-hat, the open hi-hats, and like the pedal hi-hats at the top here. This is as if you're like pressing that pedal and it's closing the hi-hat. Okay, so this, not that, this, not that, this, and there's nothing down here, right? No. Okay, that should all be good, and then, not that, that's a cymbal, and then this one. Okay, I think we're good. So, delete everything else. There we go. And now we got our hi-hats. Nice, very cool, very cool. Love the different like dynamics on this hi-hat. And like the feel to it. That must have been what I used that cajon track for, is to get that kind of natural sounding feel. Okay, ride cymbal time. So that, not that. It would be the bell here, but I do not hit the bell at all, so I think it's just this. So select everything else and delete. So now we've got just the ride, and we've got our snare and kick. So now we can actually like kind of make some sense off of what's going on here. There you go. We've actually got a drum groove now. Cool. All right. Crash time. That's the cymbal that you hit really hard. But this one's the left one, so we want to make sure we're grabbing the left one. Is that the left? Let's look at our panning here. That does indeed seem to be the left. You can see in the fader there that it's more on the left side. Cool. And I think those are the only crashes, right? Yep, that one's on the right. And then I don't think I do anything with the splash symbol. Nope. Okay, cool. So it should just be this. So delete everything else. And then just double check. Cool. And then now for the right crash. Which is that one. Okay, delete everything else. Looks good. Alright, now onto the toms, and then we're just about done here. This is always like the most time-consuming part of this. That and then going through like and turning off all the effects. But we'll get to that a little bit later. Let's see. So next is the toms. First we're doing the high tom, which is going to be this top one up here. Because there are two different notes that you can hit for the tom. Looks like I'm only hitting that one. What's this? Oh, that's one of the symbols. Okay. So I'm only hitting this one. So let's just delete everything else. Cool. And then this fill should still be good. Cool. That's the only time that the high tom gets played, is right there. A little dun, dun, dun. Okay, now the mid tom. I think that was the high tom. Yes. So this is the mid tom. And it only gets played there. Nothing there. Oh, whoops. Cool. Yeah, so just that. And delete everything else. Okay, and then let's make sure we got that. Yes, excellent. And then the floor tom. Which is indeed that super low one. So that was the mid, we got all those. This is the floor. And that's the only time the floor tom is hit, is that one. Okay. So delete everything else, and then we should be good. So let's have a listen to all these individual drum pieces. Especially the part where there's like that one fill with the high tom. I'm curious about that, actually. Yeah. Cool. And then the little outro. Cool. Good to go, I think. Let's see. Is there anything else with the drums? I think we're all good with the drums. So let's unsolo these. And then we can stop staring at red. We actually want to unmute them. But we don't want to unmute the original drum track. That can stay muted and it can stay how it was. So there's that symbol there. And just make sure that that... Oh yeah, that's the ride symbol there. Okay, good. Cool. Just want to make sure that, like, that join operation on the original drum track didn't, like, mess anything up. Yeah, hopefully it's good. We will listen to this again, like, all the way through, once I get all this exported. Now the only thing to do before I export this first set of stems is to just go through and see which tracks I actually want to export. Looks like both of the electric guitars I do, the bass guitar I do, guitar 02 I do, but not guitar 01. Let me, like, write some notes on what I need to export here. All drums, bass, electric guitar 01 and electric guitar 02. Which those are nice. I think I like those tracks. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, and then the electric guitar 02 is like the tremolo picking at the end. Yeah. Love that shit. Okay. We don't have any of the guitar 01s being included in this. So just guitar 02 here. I think that's the acoustic guitar. Okay. And then the heavenly keys, we can probably just... Do I want to change that? Which ones are those? I cannot hear them. Why can I not hear those? Oh, they're muted up here. Okay, I guess I just have those muted in the mixer. Okay, that's fine. We'll just mute those here too. The ambient bells, definitely want those. Very ethereal. Probably want to. Do I want to change the name? It's probably fine. Maybe just like remove the space. Okay, and then that one updated automatically. That's nice. Let's go make sure the rack is okay. Yes. Yeah, that's the name of the actual synthesizer there, but in this case, I feel like that is a good name, and my producer will know what the heck those are referring to. Oh, but then there's 2 sets of ambient bells. Okay, these ones probably want to change. So like this could be like synths 1, because they don't really sound like bells. They just kind of sound like synthesizers.
Come a little closer.
Very gently in the mix there. But yeah, it's like a nice kind of melancholy sound that these add. And they get played a little bit over here as well. Okay, cool. So this will be synths 1 from now on. Check in the mixer that that worked properly. It did. Good, good, good. Those output to the ambient bells to master. So I think I want to change the master name here. That's another thing, is there's all these master tracks. And then I have what the heck is that name? DRBA compressor. I have the drums and the bass going into like a bus compression thing, which is very interesting. I might leave that out when delivering this to my producer. Might leave that out and just have all the drums getting exported on their own. And then maybe export like the bass master. Maybe export the drums master. Maybe for the first one, yeah. No, probably not. But probably will for the bass master, but not for the drums. Just so I can make sure that those drums are all working nicely. And then we have our other synths. Oh, right. Let me change the name of this master track to Synths 01 Master. And that'll change the name of that. Okay. Then we've got these synths. This will be synths 2. Love that very much. And then we've got these. These will be synths 3. Okay, cool, cool. And then we got this piano that I love. let's unsolo these. And I'm writing these down that I need to export these. But probably just like the master tracks for those. We got ambient bells written down as well. Okay, cool. What about this synthesizer? What is this? Okay, I do want this one actually. So this is synth 4. And that doesn't have a master track, so just synths 4. I'll note down the master for these synthesizer tracks as well. Oh, and then this ambient bells, it goes to ambient bells 01 master. I probably can just get rid of that 01. Export the master of those. Okay. What about the guitars? They do have a master, yes. Okay, so those need the master. Oh, but Guitar 01 is not getting exported. Right, okay. And then the electric guitars also have master tracks. Everything in this song has a master track. Which I don't know if is like necessarily the best way to go about this, but that is fine. Okay. The drums will not be including their master tracks. That's fine. Okay, piano. Does this have a master? It does. I swear everything does. Okay. Okay, cool. Right, anything that really has like the level being automated like this probably does. Oh, I love that track so much. Super melancholy, ghostly. Whoops. But yeah. That is a good one. Okay, what else here? I think just the vocals left. Yeah, just the vocals, and a lot of the stuff is muted, so not the vocals piano, not any of these. I think just vocals 3 here is really the only one. Yeah, we can just call that vocals 3 too. That's fine. My producer will be like, "Oh, where'd the other 2 go?" But he'll still know it's a vocals track. Cool. Yeah, let's solo it and make sure it's good.
Your starlit eyes burn brightly. I know they'll never fade.
Okay, and then over here.
Your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes. Oh, you and your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes. Oh no, you and your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes.
Hopefully it's fine that the music's like coming through a little bit there. Hopefully in those situations my producer can just kind of like edit that out if he needs to. He'll let me know though if he needs that edited out. So that should be fine. Vocals 3 correction, we'll want to include that. Vocals processor, I like automate the slapback effect, which is interesting. And then nothing with vocals 4, so I think we're good. Yeah, vocals 4 is muted. And then what about the master track here? Does that get used? Yes. Yeah, that has a master. Okay, cool. Okay, we've got everything that we're exporting now. So let's go ahead and bounce mixer channels. We want to include all of the mixer settings for this one. These are all... Why are these all copies? They're not named that way. What the heck? Oh, they are up here? Why'd they not change up here? That's weird. Anyways, I guess let's just change these real quick. I think they probably go in order, right? Let's hope so. We'll double check afterwards. I would just prefer to copy and paste all these right now. It does highlight it for me, which is really nice. Shows me which one I'm copying. Okay, that should be it. And everything else should be synced up with the sequencer. Okay, cool. Alright, let's try that again. Bounce mixer channels, all mixer settings. Let's select these individual drum pieces. And then the bass master for this first one. Oh, I probably put DRBA for drums bass compressor. That's probably what's going on. I could include that too. Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. Probably just let my producer have his fun. Okay, we want the electric guitar 01 and 02 master. We do not want guitar 01, but we do want guitar 02. And then ambient bells. And we're only doing these master tracks for this first one, because this is going to be like with all of my effects and everything on it for my producer. We give him like 3 different versions of everything. One's like with all the effects. One's with like most of the effects, but without the different levels. So we won't use the masters for that. We'll just give him the tracks before sending them to the master. And then the third one is just raw, just completely raw tracks without any effects. Except for a few that I like want to keep on the mix. I think we're all good though. We got all that stuff. Oh, Synth 4, right. Synth 4 does not have a master. I noted that it does, and I do not need to do that. Synth 4 does not have a master. Okay. Okay, should be good. I can do start to end for this song. And wave file. Cool. I think we're all good. Alright, now we pick where we want to store it. We're gonna do stems all with levels. This is gonna be Starlit Eyes. All SFX with levels. I think that's what I want it to be. Come on, come back. There you go. Yeah, that's what I named the other one. Okay, cool. So, choose that folder, then it's going to export every single track separately. Cool. And then you're not going to see this, but I'm going to look through what exported. Stems all with levels. Starlit Eyes, all SFX with levels. And then there's the bounce, so I can move all this stuff out of that. Okay, cool. Now what we can do is open up a new project here and import all of those tracks that we just exported and make sure that it sounds like exactly the same as our original mix. Mostly the same. It won't have the drum and bass bus compression that I was doing, but other than that, it'll be the same. Okie doke, it is all in there. Oh, another thing is we want to make sure that we're not stretching anything and that everything's being included. Cool. And then let's turn the master volume of this like way down. Okay. Turn off the click. The tempo's not going to match anyways. Oh, what happened? Oh, the loop is on. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's listen to this. Make sure it's all what we're expecting here.
Your starlit eyes burn brightly. I know they'll never fade. Can't say the same for the light between us. It's nearly burned away. Come a little closer. Why are we so afraid? We've been running in circles, baby, and this still feels the same. Would you look into my eyes again and show me how to love again? Show me how to love again. Show me how to breathe again. 'Cause I can give you every part of me, babe, but I can't give you everything. I have to let go of you, you and your starlit eyes.
Sounding good so far.
Is that how you see me? Is that who I am? And if you're trying to reach me, girl, I just don't understand. I give you a piece of me when I cannot your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes. Oh, you and your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes. Oh, you and your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes. You and your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes. You and your starlit eyes.
Okay, cool. I think that is sounding like very, very similar to the original. I couldn't really hear any differences, so I think we're good there. And then we can probably like delete everything here. And then use this for the next stem exports. I actually want to delete the devices too. There's all these devices here still. Delete devices and tracks. There's all this stuff on the master section too. That's weird. I don't think I want any of that. Yeah, let's just like not save this actually. Cool. Okay. All right. So we got all sound effects with all the levels. Now we're going to do without the levels. So I'm basically just going to do the same thing I just did. But instead of exporting the master tracks, I'm only going to export the original tracks. And we're going to export everything except for the fader section. So this is not going to have any of the panning either. But yeah, that's the main difference. We're going to want all the drum tracks again. And then let me look at my notes again. We want the bass, not the bass master. We want electric guitar 1 and 2. And we want guitar 2. And we want ambient bells. Synths 1, synths 2, synths 3, synths 4. Piano 1. And vocals 3. And I think that's it. We'll do the whole song again. It's a wave. And I think that's good. So now we're going to export this to stems all. Starlit Eyes stems all SFX. Okay, cool. Should be good. Choose. It's gonna do its thing. And we'll give this one a little bit of a listen too, but not a full listen. Because we need to move on to the raw stems, which is going to be the most time consuming. I might go a little bit over time this stream. That is the way it's looking. Let's see. Let me open up my folder here. You won't be able to see this again. Stems all. Starlit Eyes, stems all SFX. Alright, let's move all these into that. Delete that, and then make sure I've got like the same amount of, or I guess it's not going to be the same amount because it's not going to be the masters. It should mostly be the same amount though. Let me see if there's any differences. There were 20 there. There's 20 here. Okay, there's not any difference in the amount of tracks I'm exporting between the two. So that's good. Cool. Let's have a listen to that. We'll start up another new project here. And drag these into here. There you go. Oh, what was that? Oh, okay. I just finally minimized. Alright, cool. Let's have a listen to this. First I need to disable the stretch and extend these out, and then turn off the looping. So this is going to be a little bit different. Things are going to be not mixed as well. Like the bass is super loud there.
Starlit eyes burn
And the vocals are super,
brightly.
super loud.
I know that.
And in fact, you probably couldn't hear me, but yeah. The bass is super loud. The vocals are super loud. Yeah, that's kind of what we're dealing with there. So that's sounding good though. That's what I expected. That is what I was expecting. That is good. Cool. So now we go back here. And now is our favorite part where we remove the effects of literally everything. So we're going to start with the drums here, see if there's anything. I know we've got like some compressors on these things. So we're going to get rid of all that. There's also like this mastering that's happening. Oh, I also had this master compressor on. Oh gosh, I don't know if that affected anything. I was bypassing the master insert effects though, which are these, not the external ones. That might kind of mess with things. Actually, no, it's only for the master track, right? And I'm not exporting the master track, so no, that should be fine. That should be fine. I'm going to bypass these anyways for now. Yeah, that should be all good. Turn this down. Okay, cool. Turn the mixer off. Alright. So, drums, we don't need to do anything. We're not exporting that track. Let's, like, hide the devices here. Alright, so for the drums kick, we do want to show these devices. We want to turn off any compressors. We want to turn off the reverb on the snare. It's already off. Turn off that, turn off that. And basically just do the same thing for all of these different instruments. We're on the snare now. That's the snare. Now we'll do the hi-hat. And it's just going to be a lot of this, going through and turning off effects. Turn that off. Cool. I think that was the ride cymbal. Good, good. We're on the toms already. We are blazing through this. I'm gonna make sure I'm not missing anything though. And I'll go back through this and just like make sure everything's bypassed. Okay, we're all done with the drums. So let's just double check them now. Off, off, off. Oh, and I have EQ on for all of these, so I want to turn that off too. Okay, I'm glad I double checked because we want to make sure that EQ is off for everything. Off. Yeah, I got really detailed with this mix. Which is overall a good thing. I also probably want to note down which ones I'm turning off here in case I want to turn them back on ever. It's the kick. What is this, the reverb? That's interesting. Oh, it's probably the snare. It's the kick, snare, hi-hat, and the ride. That makes sense. Oh, I'll be able to tell by just seeing which knobs are turned. Yeah, that'll be fine. Doot, 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 doot. That's off as well. That's off. That's so funny that this is called reverb because it's like picking up that that there's this reverb effect on the snare. And it's just using the name of whatever the last connected device is. Do do do. Hi-hat's all good. Okay. That's off. Turn those off. Okay, that's the snare. So kick should be the last one. Bloop, 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 bloop. Okay, I think we're good on the drums. Okay, the master, everything's turned off there. All right, bass next. Turn that off, turn that off, turn that off. And I had some stuff going on the master, but that's not going to get exported. Here's my bus compression. I feel like that's quite a lot of compression to be adding, but the threshold's pretty high, so it's probably fine. Probably fine. I mean, it was sounding good, so. Okay, I think that's it for the bass. Alright, electric guitar. We want to keep this amp, probably. We also want to make sure that it's not, like, distorting at all. Doesn't seem like it is. But I'll turn this down to 0 dB nonetheless. Might leave the delay on, but then I'll turn off the compressor and the reverb. And then I want to see over here. This seems to be the loudest part. Okay, cool. That's sounding good. No clipping or anything. And then electric guitar 2, that's this. Oh, that's the tremolo picking. So we want to leave the amp on for this for sure. I had a phaser, I don't have a phaser anymore. We can turn off the compressor, we can turn off the reverb, but we'll leave the delay on for this for sure. Oh, this thing is clipping like crazy. We want to turn that down. Okay, much better. Glad I caught that. That is good. Alright, let's unsolo. And then guitar 2. Oh, we can probably bypass all the insert effects, but let's see. Yeah, definitely don't want this compressor. The equalizer's already off, which is good. And we can get rid of that reverb. Yeah, I think that's just the acoustic guitar. Let's see. Yes. And it doesn't even have an amp on it or anything. That should be totally fine. Okay, let's see. Ambient bells next. What do you have on you? This is the Thor synthesizer. You have a compressor. We can get rid of you. And we can get rid of the reverb. Yeah, we want that delay on there because that is a very intentionally timed delay. And then there's nothing on the master. Okay, good. I think that's it, right? Anything else for this? Nope. Okay, cool. Ambient bells is all good. Alright, synths 1. Anything for you? Compressor. And reverb, and that should be it for you. That is easy. Cool, cool. Easy peasy. Alright, synths 2. Just a compressor and a synths processor. Probably want to turn all this off. Let's see how this sounds now. How did it sound with the synth processor? I think it sounds better with the synth processor, actually. There's like a little bit of chorus in there. And it's like widening the signal, so spreading it out to the left and right side of the stereo. Yeah, I think that's nice. I think we're gonna go with the synth processor on that thing. Cool. Alright, synth 3. Nothing. Nothing on this guy. Well, that's easy. Just an automated frequency. Cool. Then we'll leave that one alone. Cool, cool. And then synth 4. Turn off the compressor, turn off the reverb, and we should be good to go there as well. Yeah, cool. Alright. Now just this piano, and then I think the vocals. So with this, I've got some interesting effects going on this thing. Let's turn off the compressor for sure. Turn off this compressor. Turn off the reverb. And we definitely want to leave that delay on, because that's also a very intentional delay. Okay, cool. And then there's all these different automations and effects going on the actual instrument itself that we'll definitely want to leave on there. Good. Good, good, good. Alright, next is just the vocals, and then I think we're done. We want to keep whatever we got going on with the correction. There's an amplifier being used here. So we just want to make sure it doesn't clip at all. So if we go to like the loudest part, and then let me also turn on all of these. Okay, good. It is clipping. Okay, so we want to decrease the volume of that.
You and your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes, oh no. You and your eyes, your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes.
Okay, I think this over here might be the loudest part.
And if you're trying to reach me, girl, and if you're trying to reach me, girl, I just
Oh man. Oh man, that's funny. Much better than the usual garbage you watch on YouTube. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you, dude, I watch some garbage on YouTube too. That's funny. Cool. Have a good night, dude. Thank you so much for joining. I'll see you tomorrow. I think we're all good with the vocals because this is not clipping anymore, and that's like definitely the loudest part. So should be good. Let's see what other effects we have though. This is all in the insert effects, which is interesting. Turn off the compressor, turn off the equalizer. Probably don't want these vocal like dynamic tracks or effects. And then I can turn off the delay, and we can have my producer mess with that. And then we can turn off the reverb as well. Let's see how that sounds. And if we're like clipping at all.
And if you're trying to reach me, girl, I just don't understand.
Sounds nice and clean.
You and your starlit
My producer will like that.
your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes, oh no. You and your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes. You and your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes, your starlit eyes. You and your starlit eyes.
Okay, cool. I think we're all good. There is one last thing to do here. And that is going to be turning off the equalization for everything. At least everything that I'm exporting. So let's go to our EQ window. Ooh, we love some good EQ. So yeah, we're going to turn the EQ off for everything. Everything that we're exporting. So that's definitely going to be all these drum tracks. Okay, should be good there. And then the bass. Oh, we want to turn off the filters too. Do I have filters on these other? Oh, I do have a high pass filter. I want to turn those off too. It's probably not the end of the world if the high pass filter stays on, especially since it's really only affecting like completely inaudible parts of the signal as well, but just to be safe. You never know what my producer might want to do. Okay, that should all be good. And then now we're doing the electric guitars. And now we're doing guitar. Oh, guitar 01 doesn't get exported, so just guitar 02. Let me look at my notes again. Yeah, just guitar 02. Cool. Ambient bells, turn all that off. Synths 01. Synths 02. 3 and 4. Lots of treble in that one. Okay, then the piano. Lots of treble in this one too. I guess that makes sense. Pianos are pretty mid-heavy. Okay, and then vocals 3 is the 1. Okay, I think we've got everything turned off. Let's just run through that again. Piano 1. Synths 4. All the synths. Those are good. And then guitar 2. Yes. And then electric guitar 2. Electric guitar 1. Bass. And then all the drums. Should be good. Excellent. Should be totally good. I'm going to export everything, and then we'll have a listen to all of these in their raw forms. And then that's going to be it for the night. Bass. 1, 2, 2. Ambient bells. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 3. Okay. We're going to do the entire song again. And then we're also going to do all except for the fader section because we do want all of those effects applied, and that's why we went and turned off everything manually instead of just clicking this none button here, because we want some of those effects on. We want some of those delays and stuff. Oh, we don't need the master section. Get that out of there. Okay. I think that's everything. Cool. Let's export this bad boy over into a new folder here. Stems raw. New folder. Starlit Eyes. Stems raw. Cool. There we go. Do. Waiting for it to export. Waiting for it to export. Waiting for it to export. And it has exported. Okay, let's check to make sure it's good. Stems raw. Starlit Eyes. Do we have 20? We have 20. We're probably good to go then. And then let's have a listen. Do I have my other file up? I do. Cool. I can actually delete all of these properly now. Yeah, the master does get like some weird effects put onto it normally, so that's interesting. But let's import these into here and see how they sound. Do 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 do. Okay, cool. They are all here. Let's make sure we're not stretching any of this and that it's long enough. Okay, should be good. Let's have a listen. It's gonna be crazy. Like, none of the effects are gonna be there. Things are gonna be all out of balance.
Starlit eyes burn brightly.
The bass is so loud, it's interesting. Oh, that is crazy loud. Oh my gosh. Those aren't like clipping, right? That's another thing we gotta check. Make sure none of this is clipping. That is crazy loud. I don't think there's any clipping. If any of this turns yellow at all, then that's not good. If it turns red, it's definitely not good. But I think the synthesizers are just like pretty normalized. So they're gonna get like as close as possible to clipping. And that's why they're so loud. And then the piano's super quiet. Where's the piano at? It's over here. That synthesizer is pretty leveled. Normally leveled. But not that one. If the master clips at all, it's fine. That's just the combination of everything. We just want to make sure the individual tracks are fine. Nice. The electric guitar 2 tremolo picking was actually coming out quite nice there. It's fun to listen to that at a louder volume than everything else, because normally that's like kind of in the background. But yeah, I think we're good to go here. So thank you so much everyone for joining. It was a wonderful night. I don't know what we got planned for next week. I might keep working on Lovely. I might work on like some cool like visual stuff that I want to do for like promotional material or something. or start on a new song, or start on another, like, meditation song or something. But yeah, will not be streaming Saturday because I've got a festival to attend to this weekend. I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, we'll not be here for the gaming stream on Saturday, but we'll definitely be here next week for another music stream. So yeah. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, Noah. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Matt. Yeah, have a great night, everyone, or have a great day wherever you are. And yeah, thank you for joining. And even if you didn't join, thank you for existing. Your existence is appreciated. All right. Goodbye.